What do you want them to feel? And then you design the story around that. Because again, so many times when we're telling a story or creating a piece of content, we're just so focused on us and what we want to convey, what we want to say, versus how is somebody on the other side of the screen going to experience this? Like, what are they going to feel? What are they going to say? What do they think? If they were to write a comment, what would that comment say? What would get them to share it with their friends? And the moment that you can make that shift with each post, and it's going to take some practice, but each time you do that, you're going to start building that muscle, and it's going to completely change your perspective on how you create content going forward.
Okay. I like that breakdown. So we start with emotion. I feel the exact same way too, by the way. When I write a post, not freestyling it on camera like this, I start with emotion. What is it I'm feeling? What is it that I want them to feel? And I craft the words in a story so that they hopefully feel the same way. A lot of times my intention is to make people cry. So I'm writing stories like, I want you to feel the pain of whatever it is I'm going through, because I felt that pain myself. And oftentimes that's what they do. And they'll tell me in the comments, I feel like you're just describing my life and my story. And like, my God, thank you for sharing that. I feel so less alone in the world because someone else has experienced that. And gives me a lot of hope.
Do you know Craig Clements?
No.
So Craig, he's a good friend. He founded a company called Golden Hippo, and they basically create consumer products around doctors and celebrities and things of that nature. And his company has sold over $2 billion worth of products through social media ads. One of the best copywriters in the world. And he says something similar. He says, the minute that you can get into your customer's head and understand their core problem, the thing that wakes them up in the middle of the night, and once you understand that and you can articulate their problem to them better than they could articulate it to themselves, you win their trust. And then they'll follow you down that journey with the solution that you want to sell them. So it's a very similar thing to what you're saying, that experience of people feeling that or saying, I've felt that, or I feel that way, or I've been through that. That's such a powerful emotion and a way to connect. And I just want the audience to kind of understand like what you just said of like creating that connection of like people saying, I feel that way, or I've been through that experience, compared to posting a product of a vitamin supplement with a 20% coupon code on it. It's like, what are people supposed to do with that? It's completely different.
Right.
It's completely different. So everything I do is I perceive it through a hook. I just kind of view everything that way. I think
you're a hooker.
Yeah, I'm a hooker.
Just say it.
I'm a hooker.
You are.
There you go. I'm kind of looking at like, what is the thing that just pops out? What is the thing that jumps out? Like, I've just done it so intuitively that I kind of pick up on it. But like, here's an amazing exercise, and I put it in my Hook Point book, like that you can do is if you just imagine you're standing in front of a magazine stand, like, and you have all these magazines and newspapers in front. And it's even a great exercise just to go to a Barnes and Noble or someplace that still sells magazines, and you can look at it and just look at the titles and just think about, if I only got like 3 to 5 words, or just one headline, like what would I say to get that person to pick up that magazine, that newspaper, and read it over all of the other ones out there? And when you kind of constrict yourself to kind of thinking in that way, it allows you to kind of start looking at like, well, what is the most impactful thing out of that story that stands out? Now, the beauty of the tools that we have available to us today is AI. You can throw stuff in the ChatGPT and just like brainstorm, and like I recommend is like go through 50, 100 of these. Don't just like come up with 5 ideas. But you've got to kind of understand that we live in this world that is so saturated, it's so noisy with social media, that you have to break the pattern. You have to break the pattern of all the other content, but also have to break the pattern of every story that's already been told about what you're about to talk about. Because the reality is everything's been done before. Originality is overrated in terms of creating something new. Now, your spin on it, your story about it, and the way you convey it, that's where you can create the hook and stand out. Like the story that you just told, I mean, it's been told 1,000 times.
I'm a little offended.
But your version of it, of how you tweak it, how you contextualize it, can help stand out.
Okay. I'll do you one more. I believe if you really want to learn how people grab people's attention, don't just go to Barnes & Noble. First of all, it's a dying breed. Just go to any grocery store where you're going to go check out. Look at the magazines that are right by the checkout. They have 3 seconds to grab your attention and make you impulse buy. We're talking about the Inquirer, Us Weekly, all the tabloids, those kinds of things, because they're going to just grab at you. They work really hard because they know that's it, because no one's going out there like, oh, let me peruse this magazine. Impulse, right? So you can probably look at those like Secret Lover, this person comes out, Cabal to kill this person. And you're like, what? They're always designed to really, they're a little sensational, but you can probably learn a lot by just looking at those, right?
Billboards too, yeah.
Billboards, yeah, because they have that minute.
I mean,
per
the
second.
amazing thing is, it has to be done a little bit more nuanced is social media. Like, I mean, if there's billions of data points available to us for free,
yeah,
you just have to pay attention to them, and it'll show you the pattern of what works and what doesn't and why.